Magalhaes has got to go for broke. Here he is. He's going for broke now. He's got to do it.
I think Magalhaes is just waiting for the end.
Style here. Yeah. It's the only way.
I don't see a knockout here, but there's no way the judges are going to give it to Magalhaes.
But don't step back and enjoy your work. He's got to follow up. Look to go up the middle.
37 seconds left, and Magalhaes is just hanging on, trying to stay out of the way and throw whatever he can at Davis. To no avail.
And he's been trying to go up the middle with that kick.
Davis now.
Over 100 significant strikes landed, and personal best by far for Phil Davis. Then he goes up high with the kick.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And the fight goes the distance.
The fight's over, and
superior in tonight's matchup.
Davis has a little bit of blood on his lip, but
take a look at our fight replay brought to you by
Magalhaes looks like he got mugged in an alley.
Yeah, he does.
And there you see just constant movement and jabs from Phil Davis. As we said, this is the best.
And you know, one of the things I've noticed in this fight is Magalhaes is heavy-footed on his footwork, while Davis has been sprinting around on the balls of his feet. And I got to tell you, that's gonna make the decision in a fight many, many times is the way your footwork is.
As Davis outstrikes Vinny Magalhaes, let's take a look at the final numbers. Brought to you by Dodge, the official automobile of the UFC. There's the total, 105 total strikes landed for Phil Davis. The leg strikes,
87 head strikes.
Magalhaes. The takedowns 2-1. Advantage the national champion wrestler. Just a dominant performance. And lots of combinations, as we mentioned, being thrown tonight by Mr. Wonderful. A statement made indeed by Davis. With the official decision, here is Bruce Buffer.
See if he gets the names
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision.
Cassius
Judges
Clay.
contest 30-27, 30-27, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Phil, Mr. Wonderful Davis.
Unanimous decision victory in our Metro PCS judges call, brought to you by Metro PCS. 4G LTE Pro.
How come we don't have one of those?
I'm here with Phil Davis. First of all, Phil, congratulations on an excellent performance.
Are you comfortable?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Display we've never seen from the inside the octagon. You
My
had a
toenails
block in the
are
first round with a high kick. How happy are you with your performance?
You know, I've been working on a lot of things for this fight, and you know, there was a lot of back and forth before the fight, and all I can really say is thanks to Vinny for helping me elevate my game to the next level. You know, it's just a beautiful thing when you're able to work on something that comes true.
The trash talking motivated you.
No, I wouldn't say motivated me, but it definitely made sure I was focused and sharp.
Now, there was a brief moment where he took you down, he had your back.
Right there.
Oh, nice.
I got to
nice.
Congratulations on an awesome performance. Can't wait to see you again. Phil Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
Did I tell you?
Same wrestling in the Olympics. Thank you.
Good call.
Got to wear a cup, man. You got to wear a cup.
Wins again tonight. He does so by unanimous decision.
You go to UFC, you're going to be sparring, and you don't wear a cup. I don't know about that.
And our main event of the evening, how about Stuart Scott from ESPN? He is in attendance tonight. And the rapper, Waka Flocka, Southern hip-hop artist, right here at the front table, and he is loving the action inside the octagon. The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal and punishable under law. UFC 360 is on newsstands. Tom Velasquez graces the cover of the UFC 360 magazine this month, and he will be defending his UFC heavyweight championship next month in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada.
What's that? No. Oh, really?
She was doing some MMA moves on the girl.
Oh, yeah?
It was great. And now she's like, she's pulling some MMA moves on her.
She win?
Yeah, she won.
Nice.
She was taking her down. She literally took her down I think she had to stop
Man, I
herself.
can't wait for that fight. I can't wait for this one.
Oh, yeah?
Tonight. There's
How many
Frank
rounds?
Jackson with John
I think it
Jones.
was all
John was
3
very
rounds.
relaxed
Yep.
around the host hotel the last few days.
Wow.
He said, watch for me to utilize angles, and I have
Nice.
really worked on my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And Chael Sonnen, you know, Chael Sonnen can talk the talk. Now we're going to find out tonight if he can walk the walk, much like he did against Anderson Silva, because no one has put Anderson Silva on his back in the fashion that Chael Sonnen did.
You see all the TVs?
Chael Sonnen, he's an elite wrestler.
You can be in any spot in this place and watch the fight.
John Jones has ever faced, and as you saw,
filled up, too.
stats,
Yeah.
he has John Jones has 100%.
Once we get done with this, I'll give you the
Chael
grand
can
tour.
take him down. First of all, that's a blow.
Leaning against
Second,
all the
you can see
ballistic
like,
ropes, too.
Yeah, it gets me standing room over sometimes. You know, and it's weird too. You know, I told you to come down here at 6 to get a good seat because I get down here sometimes at like 6:30 and it's standing room only. Doesn't have a fight.
Is going to be a very interesting fight. Cannot wait for our main event of the evening. The UFC Light Heavyweight Championship is on the line. And up next, yes, Czech Congo is set to battle. This is UFC 159. Jones versus Sonnen, presented by Metro PCS. 4G LTE for all. With every UFC win coming by knockout, Roy Nelson may very well be a heavyweight division's most vicious striker. So against Czech Congo, somebody might just get knocked out. Mainstays in the heavyweight division for years, Czech Congo and Roy Nelson have fought nearly everyone in the weight class except each other. Tonight, that situation gets rectified as the two contenders meet.
I just want to go in there, throw one punch, and then he goes down. I mean, that would be the
Looks like somebody
ideal.
on one
I
of
really
those
don't care.
hillbilly
I just want to go out with my
You know what's funny? I gotta wonder how short the guy is.
Yeah.
You know why? He's only 1 pound heavier than me. Look at him.
Just be myself.
You know what I'm saying?
A veteran of nearly 7 years in the UFC, Czech Congo has
That's
stood
if
the
he's
test
really
of time,
236.
watching several champions, contenders, and prospects fall by the wayside. Winner of 3 of his last 4 fights, including a stirring knockout with Pat Barry, the French fighting pioneer faces Roy Nelson tonight.
I'm not looking for the knockout. If I can get the window to turn off the light, so I gotta make it suffer.
A jiu-jitsu black belt who is transformed into one of the most feared knockout artists in the heavyweight division. Roy Big Country Nelson has ended each of his 5 UFC wins with his 5th, most recently ending the night for Dave Herman and Matt Mitrione. If he can repeat this against Czech Congo, we'll have a strong case for the eventual title shot.
If you want to fight for a title, you have to be ready for, you know, the jiu-jitsu, the grappling, the wrestling, the striking, the kickboxing, the whole gamut. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be ready for it.
Nobody makes fun of his mullet.
Not more than once. And yet I have to say that when he was a coach on The Ultimate Fighter, he was one lazy bastard. As far as, and his own team were kind of like questioning whether or not he was really in the game as far as his training them. But I guess it's like anything, you know, just because you can do something really good doesn't mean you can teach it or you can manage it. So
This is Czech Congo's 38th professional
Here's the
mixed
log.
martial arts fight.
Where's
One of
mine?
the things that I felt was very interesting about his pre-fight talk was that he wanted to get back to the beginning. The Czech Congo
Dumbbell out
that
there.
originally
Yeah, I know.
fought in the octagon, the aggressive Czech Congo. He wanted to get back to those days, the days when he felt free to pull the trigger, when he was aggressive, when he was really attacking. And he feels
you know, what's
that
really
is
cool
key
about
to
this
victory.
place, Kevin, is that at any time, there could be 2, 3, maybe even 5 the top professional fighters here training or sparring in the octagon. Yeah, it's awesome. Every once in a while I come down here and, hey, why is everybody around the cage with their cameras? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's Anderson Silva. Oh, okay.
His Pat had Czech Congo very, very badly hurt. And even while hurt, he managed to uncork a right hand that put Pat Barry to sleep. That shows what kind of power that guy has. He wobbled like that. This kid connected an iron jaw Pat Barry and put him to
That's
sleep.
awesome.
Chet Congo's a beast.
Chet Congo set to fight in the octagon for the 17th time tonight, dating back to July of 2006. He has spent more minutes in the octagon than any heavyweight in UFC history. Chet Congo. Set to battle Big Country.
Oh man, this is that ref that stopped the fight to get the guy in a poke in the eye. Here he comes. Big Roy Nelson.
Come out to Brisbane's not a bad idea. There are so many fans of Roy Nelson. They can relate to what Roy Nelson is all about. You know, T. Ortiz wanted to be the people's champion. That guy might be, the uncrowned people's champion, Big Country Roy Nelson.
What Roy Nelson is a very unique and unusual individual. You're looking at a man who is a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist, black belt Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on the Kenzo's racing. We've seen him compete in grappling competitions with great success, and then somewhere along the line he gets into MMA and he figures, well, Roy Nelson is probably going to take guys down in a minute. Now, the guy starts learning how to strike, okay?
I swear to God, Kevin, the guy's only a pound heavier than me if he's really 236. How short is that
Just
fucker?
realizes he can knock people senseless with this goddamn talent. Yes, for whatever reason, Roy Nelson possesses ridiculous power in his right hand. And when I talked to him after the Matt Mitrione knockout, he was pretty frank. He's like, yeah, I've only been striking for a few years. And once I started doing it, I was like, yeah, I kind of like knocking people out. It's really easy.
That's what he's done in every ring show in his UFC career. 5 of them all coming by knockout. 3 times he has earned knockout.
No, not supposed to.
He's
They do that.
very unusual to see a guy
Body,
who is known for
every
being
player
a
they do.
grappler, step into the octagon and just start starching people. But that's what Roy Nelson has done. And he's done, first of all, because he knows how to commit, he knows how to use leverage from his grappling and athletic background. And 2, because he's got an iron.
Either he's way shorter than me or I'm seeing something different in the mirror. Oh, here we go.
The Junior Dos Santos fight, the Mark Hunt fight, that is one tough man. Our tailgate for this heavyweight battle is watching by Metro PCS 4G LTE. Big Country's 36, Congo is 37. Chet Congo while having a 9-inch reach advantage. And with the official
6 foot tall. Are you kidding me? I'm 5'9 and a half.
This fight is 3 rounds in the UFC
Do I look that
heavyweight
big?
division.
No.
Introducing first,
Wow.
fighting out of the blue corner. Face-off fighter, only professional record, 28 wins, 7 losses.
No, I said what's bigger than
He's
you?
6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 237 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Chet Congo. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a Kung Fu fighter, holding professional record, 19 wins, 7 losses.
250.
He's got 6 feet tall, weighing in at 258 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas.
All right, that's a little better.
The Ultimate Fighter, Season 10 winner.
20 pounds on that.
Big Country.
UFC loves Roy Nelson.
Kevin Mulhall, our referee. Chet Congo against Roy
Well, let's hope
Nelson.
nobody gets poked in the eye,
Great battles
so I have to
against
stop the
Patricio
fight.
Verdun and Mark Hunt. And of course, Junior Dos Santos, the former champion. And here we go. White trunks for Big Country, black trunks for Chet
Right.
Congo.
For Chet Congo, I think the key to this fight, Mike, is movement. Movement and angles, and certainly
Unreal that
moving
he's got
towards
that kind of
his
a
body
body.
in a way from Roy's
Yeah.
haymaker.
Oh, Roy goes for a tick.
Roy initiates
He's got
the clinch,
Congo up
and
against
this
the
is something
cage.
that a lot of people forget that Roy is an elite grappler.
He's leaning in with everything he's got.
Yep.